everybody, my name is MrGamingGuitarist, and The Evil Within is a game that I'm very much looking forward to, mainly because this is the brand new survival horror game from Shinji Mikami, and if you don't know who he is the creator of Resident Evil. He directed the first game, the second game, he directed Resident Evil 4, and RE4 was the last horror game, or survival horror game, that he ever directed. So this is him going back to the director's chair for survival horror. It's a brand new IP, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. Gamefly is mailing me a copy as we speak. And I will definitely, without a doubt, be making a video of me playing through it, so you can look forward to that. And the one thing that came out was that they said that the game will be locked at 30 frames per second. And it will be 30 frames per second on all platforms. That includes PC. However, they will be giving out a debug code. I really don't know that much about how PC gaming works, or modding, or 3D animating, or any of that sort, but they will be able to provide something for you to be able to unlock the frame rate so that it can go to 60 frames per second. And, you know, whenever people say that a game is locked at 30 frames per second, you know, they always say that it's, they always talk about it as if it is the worst thing in the world. And, you know, of course, if I always had the choice between going from 30 to 60 frames per second, I would always choose 60 frames per second. However, the majority of all the games that I grew up with playing, because, let's just give you guys some background about me. I was born in 1994. I am 20. So the first major game console I ever had, and it still remains a large part of my childhood nostalgia for me, is the Nintendo 64. I don't even think those games ran at 30 frames per second. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But, okay, let's just say starting with the GameCube, PS2, Xbox days, a vast majority of those games, it's pretty safe to say most of those were at 30 frames per second. And then, once again, majority of games on the 360, PS3, and Wii ran at 30 frames per second. And I realized that because PS4, Xbox One, because these are brand new consoles, people are thinking that the standards of technical specs on how a game's performances should be much better. However, just because it doesn't meet those standards, that doesn't mean I'm going to be a snob and say, because this game is not 1080p and not 60 frames per second, that means I'm not going to touch that thing with I'm not even going to touch that thing with a stick. No, it is not 30 frames per second, and games that are not 1080p are not a deal breaker for me, because the two important things for me, at least when it comes to a game, is gameplay and story. For me, those two are equally as important as each other, and I want them both to be equally great in any game. However, there can be some instances where gameplay will be much better than the story, and if the gameplay is really that incredible, of course I will. Of course, that doesn't mean I'm going to hate it. So, what I'm saying is, it's okay for me that this game is 30 frames per second. It's okay. However, I will make another video after this to tell you the flip side on how else I feel about frame rate. You can watch out for that one. Okay, I will see you next time on my next video. I'm going to make immediately after this. So I will see you on that next video. Please like this video if you like it, dislike it if you disliked it, and please leave a comment, let me know what you think, and please subscribe to my videos, I would very much appreciate it, and I will see you later. Goodbye. I will see you on the next video, which will be about Assassin's Creed Unity's frame rate.